What's going on, people? TroopzTV. Back again. Back up blood clot again, blood. You understand? Episode 203. I'm back again with Troopz, blood. You get me? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. You know what I'm saying? Zaza's back again. You get me? He's found time for us. You understand? In his busy schedule.
It's not that.
Yeah, blood, you forgot Matt, man, bro. You get me, blood.
No,
let's have it right. You forgot the man then.
8 o'clock is 8 o'clock.
Man ain't even prioritizing back again no more, blood. You get me? When it was lockdown, it was back again, back up.
No, but 8 o'clock is our set time. You can't just move it when I have to go to the office and I can't find studio space on the get-go. You know the studio situation. There's only 2 of them available. And on the fly, there's just no space.
I see you doing your fucking Barstool fucking sportsbook fucking picks and them thing there though. You get me? Yeah, I see you, blood, with fucking with Chief and fucking and fucking that Tottenham Wallad.
Oh, Sam. Yeah, I mean that's at a set time. That's Friday at 11.
Yeah, you have to just scrap that certain time. You understand?
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't have to go in early.
Yeah, scrap. Man, just chill at home, fam. You get me, blood. Back again with fucking Troopz and Zar, blood. What's wrong with them, man? You see me? What's that top you got on, though, blood?
It's actually you know the guy. Actually, can you see who it is, Troopz?
Is that a pizza
shop?
Oh
shit!
Stephen Che. It's a Stephen Che top. I don't know what bit that he did for Giovanni Bernard. It was the first thing. So the shirts on the inside during winter, I just grab any random one because I mean I've got a hoodie on anyway. So it was the first thing at the top of my thing. So shout out Stephen Che.
I brought 2 guests along, blood, as well, blood. You get me? I thought, you understand? Let's bring a couple man that know what it feels like to hold L's on a weekend. One man never held an L. You get me? One man was smoking D's and holding D's. You get me? Pause. You get me? Because you don't say we don't hold D's, blood. He was holding drawers. You get me? Pause as well because we don't hold a man drawers. There's bare thing you call a drawer, blood. You have to pause that one right there, you know, dog. You get me? And then we have the king of L's, blood. You get me? The new king, blood. You understand? Man might have to bring you a crown, blood. You get me? And just, Liverpool, lose a pool. You get me? We should call you Lance from now on. Not even Monts, blood. We should
That's a BSP thing.
you Lance now, blood.
That's a BSP thing. Don't do that. You see that? Man's been in the BSP chat for too long. I know you've been screaming in the chat. You seen the Lacey, LC, Laz, you're seeing all the man with L's. Man thought you can run that with me. From my channel. God. You think that's long.
Oh, it's long, blood. You get me?
I can't believe you said that.
Zaza.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
We held an L this weekend. You understand? Let's start at Goodison Park. You get me? Certain man were... Yeah, look at these pussy holes, blood. That's the first bit of joy you man had the whole season. Trust me, you man been sitting there, blood, plotting on man like... Troopz is always bringing man on back again with these man with their W's. Let's see if he shouts man when he holds the L, blood. I shout the man then, bro. You get me? Look, these man are dancing in them thing there. Sean, I swear it's peak, bro. Sean Dyche 1, Arsenal 0. Zar, I told you, blood. You get me? Zar had bare chest, man. Them, you understand? Zar was giving 3 0s. You get me? Zar thought it's gonna be whitewash settings. I said to him, bro, get me? If we was going to play a Frank Lampard, Everton. Then it could have been steamroller settings, blood. You understand? Man just turned 11 man into ham rolls quickly. But as soon as Dyche went in there, that changed the whole thing, blood. You get me? They have a man that's going to set up tactically. He's going to go 4-4-2. He's going to go 3-5-2. You get me? Yeah, all type of defensive formations in 2023, blood. You get me? 5-3-2. He's doing all of it, blood. You get me? 4-5-1. Yeah, he's got them all in his artillery, blood. You get me? He's got the book of defensive football, blood. You get me? You know how they say this is how you play the beautiful game? He's got the one that said this is how you play the dead game. You get me? And we saw what happened, blood. You understand? We held the L, rightly so. You get me? Because we were shit, blood. You understand? From minute 1, we were shit. We never matched their levels. When you play a team fighting for their lives, blood, you have to match the level of the opponent. You get me? New manager bounce as well, blood. We all knew Well, I knew, blood. Zar thought it. Zar never knew, blood. You get me? New manager bounce, blood. That is a real saying. That is real life, blood. You get me? Goodison Park has been quiet. You get me? All their man have been doing is protesting, putting out banners, fucking planes flying over. You get me? Him going there, that puts it all on the back burner now. You understand? There's a togetherness. They're riding now. You get me? Bro, what went wrong?
I mean, we can't play against the mid to low block 4-5-1 because it's happened now. What we've seen it this season alone, we've seen it now twice. Where first it was Newcastle, now Everton. You can have all the possession that you want, or you can have. We actually didn't even have that much this game, but it's more. The most important thing is the progressive passing, the getting the ball forward between the lines and all that. And against mid blocks, we just seem not to be able to do that as effectively. I mean, our midfield that has been absolutely brilliant this entire year. Pretty much all three of them were non-existent this game. Odegaard was bang average, if not bad. Partey bang average too, if borderline bad. Xhaka was just bad average. These guys are having a field day, forgetting the fact that we're still 5 points clear at the top. But I regret.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Right.
Don't mind me. I'm still here. Don't mind me. Listen.
Look, that's where you are. That's where you are. That's where you are in the league, blood. That's where you are in the league, blood. Yeah, that's where you are. That's where you are in the league, blood. Yeah, that's where you man are, blood. You get me?
I might be ninth if City get back. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you man ain't climbing no table, blood.
The chances were few and far between, and when they came,
there was no chances, blood. There was two chances, blood.
Yeah, whether they were half chances, whatever you want to call them, when they did fall, we didn't take them. So it's a major problem that we have now.
Is it really a problem though, blood? I think you're overreacting. I'm not gonna lie, blood. Like you were saying, you're panicking. You're saying we can't break down a low block team. There's only one team that we drew with,
and that
was Newcastle.
And
that was one team. This game, I just think we played shit. I don't think it was a breakdown thing. I don't think we turned up to the game. We didn't create nothing. We didn't control the game. We didn't play our game. We weren't pressing. There was no intensity. It wasn't down to the low, bro.
You have to give them credit with how those Onana and Decore and them guys, how they were running around Idrissa Gueye. You got to give them credit for that. That's part of the whole low.
No, but it's not that we couldn't break them down. We played shit, blood. I don't think that was an issue of breaking down the low block because there was no creativity, blood. Man were missing. Man never turned up. That's what it was. Man never turned up.
Part of it was each time we got the ball, they were so
I don't think Jorginho did that bad. Zar asked me in player ratings, he said, how was Jorginho's performance? I said, I gave him a standard 5, blood. He came on in the flipping 70, in what, 60 something? No, he came on 70th minute. It wasn't... Go suck yourself.
Big up, Lou. Yeah? Big up, Lou. Hey, Lou.
Play 5, not play 20.
Go suck, yeah? When he wins the Premier League, yeah, man, I'll be laughing at both of you pussy-holes, blood, yeah? Then we see about big up fucking Asian,
what European Cup that is, but we move.
Yeah? But I don't think he done nothing wrong, blood. You get me? He never gave away the ball. He played a good few balls around the pitch. He didn't really do nothing bad. You get me? Like, what? His performance wasn't bad. It wasn't his fault we lost. It was Odegaard's fault we lost. That's why we lost. Because my man got bullied.
I didn't watch the game. I just saw Jorginho came on and it was 1-0 Everton a few minutes afterwards. So
it was
literally the second that he came on.
Yeah.
It was minute 1 to minute 90. I watched that game. And from minute 5, I thought Arsenal are winning this game. And that's the first time I've ever thought that this season. Arsenal are not winning this game today. I saw Odegaard get his ankle crunched. And I was like, yeah, not today. I see free midfield. It's just Gueye, Onana, Decore, and you think Odegaard with his pretty little boots ain't getting touched, bro. The one
if it was at Emirates, it would have been better,
mate. Yeah, because you got the crowd.
You also got the surroundings.
The stadium was rocking. It was rocking, and on top of that, there was one chance actually where Odegaard. I think this was the game. The game defined the moment was when Eddie done a nice little.
And he put it on a plate for it.
To the byline, and then he cut it back, and then Odegaard decided to do a 1-2 with the moon.
And then he blasted over the bar.
And I have my ball back? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, let me know, bro. He's done that shot bare times and it's flew over the bar. He needs to work on that first time cutback shot. You man know this, bro. Like,
that's where the bulk of his goals this season have come from.
No, not on a cutback half on that first time. Usually, when he takes a touch and shifts it, that's when he rasses the ball. But when
he can't do the first time.
Oh, you're saying first time for okay. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was more an Ozil thing. The first time shot was more an Ozil thing because I see a bit of Ozil in him. But I don't know, man. Sorry, Zach. Continue the story. I'll get the violins out. Continue.
No, I mean they were organized. They were organized, and you got to give Dyche credit for that. We knew exactly what was coming. The organization, the low block. You know exactly how he plays. Then also just the size. If you go back and you look at the corners and the set pieces and all that, we were just getting bodied. And you knew that was most likely where the goals were going to come from. So I mean, it was a bad day. In hindsight, after everything all worked,
sad day.
Yeah, it's a bad day. It was a sad day, bad day. It ruined my entire weekend because I mean it was the polar vortex here, so I was stuck at home the whole entire time, just thinking about that and watching other teams. But it didn't turn out. It could have been bad. We didn't take care of our side of business, which is what you should worry about. The things that you can control. We got a few favors in terms of title race wise throughout the entire game.
Would have been 8 points clear as well.
That's what you're ruining, bro. 8 points clear. If we had just taken care of business, 8 points clear.
You got the chance to do that
with the game at hand. What did you say?
Yeah, you got a 6 pointer
you
coming
got
up.
the chance to do that in 2 weeks because you got City
against City. Yeah, we'll see. But 8 points clear. 8 points clear this morning. Today would have been phenomenal with the game in hand. But I guess this happens throughout the season and we move. Hopefully Brentford we fix things.
Onana's a bad boy though. Onana is a bad boy.
I told man about Onana.
He looks dangerous. I see why we were in for him. I really do. He looks very good on the ball. Very physical. Looked dangerous in transition from what I saw the game. Yeah, played really well. Probably their man of the match.
He got
definitely. I think.
Here's the question though. Do you reckon he's similar to Caicedo? Like, is it similar profile to Caicedo a little piece? I think
he's more
Onana back up to party would be even more better than Caicedo back up to party.
Because he's got more.
He's more box to box.
He's got more tenacity in his. He's got more tenacity in his game.
He loves.
He's more aggressive. You get me?
Yeah.
Like Caicedo's got that. Yeah, like Caicedo's got a bite in him, but he's got like a clamp. You get me? Like he will clamp.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. When Odegaard, I think what do you man call it? The reducer. Odegaard got a young reducer very early on. Very early on. Same way Haaland felt the reducer from Romero, bro. Caught a quick reducer.
Yeah.
Rest of the game, don't want it. It's grassroots thing. I don't know.
But that's the same as like. That's why I say that Odegaard is like Ozil, because you give Ozil one Ross and that's it. Especially away from home, that's it. Him gone. I saw it. I saw it on many occasions, bro. Man, give him one Ross and I'm clear. Him gone. Yeah, all you see is his eyeballs. That's all you see. Cause them so big. So all you see is his eyeballs, blood. That's all you did see, blood. You say, where Ozil there? Yo, see him there? Yeah, him by the corner flag. Hiding.
All you see is his eyeballs.
You get me? But I'm not panicking. Nah, it's true, blood. You get me? I remember, man. I remember the opposition fans would sing "His eyes are offside." You get me? Like, and I'd laugh. I'd be like, "Nah, that's fucking funny." How these man saying his eyes are offside, blood? I said, "Nah, they're taking the piss." That was funny, blood. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them, man. We're going at it, and then pause.
It's
we're
funny,
going at it. You get me? But then when they hit man with one, I'm like, nah, that was good still. You understand? Like that was a good one still. You get me? I swear down. But fucking. Like Zar, I'm not panicking like you, blood. You get me? I'm not panicking. It's the first time we've lost back-to-back games this season. But when I look at the bigger picture, we have a home game coming up. If we were to slip against Brentford, then all right, cool. I'd start to be like, all right, cool. Yo, what's going on here? Is this where the blip is? Because we haven't blipped this season. You get me? There's been no blip, and everybody has a blip, blood. You get me? Even the champions elect will have a blip, blood. Everyone has a blip during the season. We haven't had our blip yet. You get me? Hopefully, our blip is just losing the FA Cup fourth round against City and losing against Everton. Because when we lost in the league, we have bounced back. We lost away at United and we bounced back, went on a winning run. You understand? We can start that winning run on Saturday. So for me, like, I'm not panicking, blood. You get me? You still got Jesus to come back into the side. You get me? He's back on the grass. So he's going to come in. You get me? I think Martinelli is the man that's missing him a lot because there's nothing down the left-hand side. Zinchenko inverts. So he comes into the center and travels across. Yeah? Partey, whenever he gets the ball, his first thought is turn and feed Saka. You get me? Xhaka comes across because Partey's on that. That means that Odegaard drifts. You get me? Jesus was the only one that would go over, and him and Martinelli had a mad thing going on. That's why Martinelli was on so much fire, because Jesus was helping him so much. He'd come across. You understand? Because he don't really hold the centre forward position. He'll drift. You understand? And that's when him and Martinelli would do the interchange and Martinelli would fly over. You get me? Jesus would put him in. Then he'll come. You understand? Now, you're not seeing that. And that's what I think is affecting Martinelli. You get me? The amount of time that he had open in that Everton game. And I was like, bro, why are these men not fucking getting their head up and looking and seeing him there? He's waving his hands, blood. You understand? He's waving his hands, bro. You get me? So, with Jesus coming back in, obviously, Smith Rowe, he's out again now. You get me? Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's just so fucking... It's sad, bro. You get me?
I hate to say it, but, I mean, I like the guy.
Nah, he's still young. He's nah. This way you need to relax again now, blood.
I've seen this story before, man. I've seen this with Wilshere, with the constant injuries, the Wilsheres and all that. He just cannot.
Wilshere's the only one. Who else?
Cannot stay fit.
Who else?
Diaby
was mashed up because of the leg break. The leg break mashed Diaby. Ox had a big injury as well. And then after that, that's what fuck him. Ramsey, big injury. You understand? These are just little niggles on Smith Rowe. He's still young.
Seems like we haven't seen him for like a year though. It's I don't know, man.
What do you mean we ain't seen him for a year? He played this season. He played this season.
No, I said it feels like. It feels like we haven't seen him for. We need people fit. We need people fit in this key moment, bro. These are the key. We're getting into the nitty gritty of the thing. We need him fit.
So what we so
yeah, but you're still in the fine position anyway, though. It's 5 points.
Bro, Zara thinks we're like fourth.
No,
with like
you know
fucking.
What it is? You know what it is? You lot aren't used to it. That's what it is. You got it's the same thing. You guys aren't used to being top. So the first little drop off. You guys are starting to panic a little bit. You're still.
I'm calm. It's him,
not you, Zar.
So my thing is, each time we played bad.
Who else is panicking?
The Newcastle one we drew.
There are some Arsenal.
It's been similar type of team, similar type of play. So it's just worrying me that have we been figured out? Have we been figured out?
The Newcastle game was different because Newcastle were just so defensively strong. You get me? And we couldn't break them down. That was the issue.
And they're actually good. They're actually challenging top four.
Yeah. That game, we just weren't up for it. You understand? We weren't up for it. That was the atmosphere, everything. It put us into a shell. You get me? That's why I'm not worried. We never turn up. If we played like the way we played against Newcastle, then I'd be like, all right, cool. That's 2 games now where we ain't broke down a team that's going to play a more defensive style. You get me? With the Everton game, I kind of see it as, you know what, I think it was just a bad day at the office, blood. I don't think we have to panic. Like I said, you still got Jesus to come back in the side. You got fucking Trossard there now, Saka, you know what I mean? Martinelli's there. Your boy Nketiah, our boy, you understand? He's firing, you get me? So... Like, you get me, blood? Like, bro, like, Xhaka still there. You know me? Partey, Odegaard. Like, there's still, you feel me? Like, I don't think it's panic stations yet. I think if we don't secure the 3 against Brentford, then it's not panic, but you start to look at it as, okay, cool, this is the blip. You understand? But one thing I will say is that no matter the outcome of the Brentford game, we have to beat City at home.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to win this league, we have to beat them at Emirates. It's simple as, bro. If we don't beat them at Emirates, then we don't win the league. I tell you that for free, mate. Yeah, we beat them at Emirates.
I think we got
because if we beat them at Emirates, because we ain't gone to City for years and got a win, got a result for years, blood. Yeah, we beat them at Emirates. We ain't beat them at Emirates for years as well. Yeah, we beat them at Emirates. That builds confidence going into the game at the Etihad. We need confidence to go into that game. April 26th. So it's end of the season, bro. It's like 4 games. It's 4 games before the end of the season. Yeah. So imagine we go there with a 5-point lead and we beat them. Yeah, that's an 8-point lead with 3 games. I think 4 games left after that. Do you understand? We win 1 game, the title's done. They can't catch us. You understand? Point difference. You feel me? So that's where you have to beat them.
They're all lost away as well.
Is it?
Yeah, they're all lost away.
Our last away is Nottingham Forest. That's going to be so fucking difficult.
Bro,
so
we might be doing you lot a favour. Fuck's sake.
You're going to have to, mate. You understand?
Oh, boy.
You get me? You done said you got your flight booked already when I win the league. So, you understand? Just...
Early trip to Dam. I'll stay there for 2 weeks instead of the 1 day. Say less.
Yeah. Because I'll be out there the 2nd week. So you better fucking go to Rotterdam after. You get me?
I still think you are.
X thinks I'm on a tour. X thinks I'm on a world tour now. He ain't seen shit, blood. Yeah? Make us win the league, blood. Then you see about fucking world tour, blood. Yeah? Trust me. Yeah? Oh my God.
You know,
but go on, Monts.
I say yesterday, was like, it come to fruition that a lot of Arsenal fans, I'm not obviously saying all Arsenal fans, I think obviously, in this case, more Zar than yourself, Troopz. I think that a lot of you, because it's been so long that you lot ain't been at the top, you guys have almost forgotten what it's like, or you've forgotten the responsibilities and the hardships of actually leading the pack or being in the conversation this much. Because you lot are Arsenal, you lot are always going to be relevant. Let's get that. You're always going to be relevant because you're Arsenal Football Club. No, whether you're 8th or 1st. Yeah. But now that
that's why we get trolled when we're in 8th, because we are a club. It's like that's why we're trolling Monts. Because you're not supposed to be 10th. Same with Lewis. Man ain't supposed to be there.
But I've got man telling me, why are you watching what I'm doing? I'm just taking it 1 game at a time. Like I don't get it. Why am I living in your head rent free? Because everyone wants to be where you are. Welcome to the top. Welcome to the top of the Premier League. These are the responsibilities it comes from. Head loss. Everyone wants to be you. Anything you do wrong, we're tripling it. Even if you draw, we're treating it like it's a loss. That's what comes with being at the top. So when you're losing 1 game, when you're drawing a game, it's gonna feel like a loss. Me and Lewis are gonna come 10 times harder because you're back. You're there now. So I think a lot of Arsenal fans are struggling to, or it's still alien to them. You're not challenging for top 4. Your objectives have changed now. So stop telling me.
Because when you check it with Zar as well, yeah? When Zar proper started like watching Arsenal, like he was what? Like, but proper. We weren't winning league titles, blood.
No,
you understand?
That's like I started in junior school. So that was
what proper?
Yeah.
What year was that?
So what, like what?
Like 98.
What?
Okay, fair enough.
98 was when I started.
So why the fuck are you panicking then, blood?
It's been a while. I wanted this.
It's been a while, but you should know that.
Used to it.
I remember in title games, like title runs, sorry, where we've gone to Bolton and got slapped. We've gone to fucking
Birmingham,
Blackburn and got slapped. Birmingham, you get me? I remember Birmingham, blood. Oh my, bro, there were certain games where we would just be like, bro, Bolton, man would be 2-0 up, 70-something minute, yeah? Sam Allardyce double change, Kevin Davis and fucking
this one. Was it this one?
JJ Okocha turned Super Saiyan. Ricardo Gardner's flying down the left-hand side. Blood clot. You had fucking Michael Bumper Clark Ricketts. It would just hurt, bro. I used to be scared. When it's Bolton, yeah, I'd be like, oh no, we gotta go Reebok Stadium. Oh no, blood. I used to hate, blood, I hate that fucking stadium, blood. Yeah? I hated it, bro. But you have them games, you get me? You have them, like, you have to remember, it's not gonna be all rosy. We're not even at squeaky bum time yet. We're not even at that point yet, blood. We're not even in the running yet. When we get to fucking 30 games, yeah, that's when you're gonna be like, yeah,
So
you can't sleep, you can't eat. I'm not trying to, bro. Let me tell you something. If we get to match week 30 and we are where we are, I ain't having sex. I ain't nothing. I'm taking my things seriously, bro. I'm putting bare things to the side, blood. I need full concentration. I need full masculinity. I can't be letting nothing out, blood. Yeah, pause. Everything has to stay in, blood. Yeah, bro. Because let me tell you something. When you win that league title and then you release everything, yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah. The whole block's gonna hear Lily Boss. Trust me. It's a mad thing, bro. No pause on that. You get me? No pause on that, mate. Yeah. So you get me? You have to relax, bro. We understand. There's a lot of football to play. Bro, we've still got 18 games, bro. You're here panicking with 5 points clear of a game in hand.
So here's the thing, right? This is not normal. This is so again, the whole it's been a while, but the big factor in this whole thing and how I react is because of you freaking clowns in the comments right there. They are just waiting. I have to answer. So today, if I get up as soon as I'm done here going to work, if I run into a football fan that follows what we do, I'm constantly having to answer for this team and all that. So I mean that's a new element. That's a new element in my life that I didn't have in former years that I'm not used to. Having to answer every single thing. So it's new territory. That's what's...
Isn't that just standard though? Like we're 9th and 10th, we got to answer for everything wherever we go in. It's like, oh, your team's dead and all that. You guys, it's just, yeah, what's happened? You guys still think you're gonna win the league or what? You guys are still in a much better position.
No, but we've got that desperate. We need to win it. We need to win it to get that monkey off our back, so that we're not people aren't on our case and all. That's
yeah. But right now, it's like City still aren't even within arm's reach of you.
There's still 20. There's what 19,
and they lost.
The 18.
Let's go into the Man City game. That is the perfect transition. Let's go into the Man City game. You understand? Before we come to you lot's jokes of a club. You get me?
Wait, I just
Tottenham.
Sorry, that was Kevin Nolan, by the way. It wasn't Kevin Davis. That was Kevin Nolan that done the clock celebration, isn't it? I just realised that.
Yeah, it was Nolan. He was there as well.
But he was there doing the...
He was there as well, blood. He was there. Number 4, the Pustio. I remember him, blood. Don't worry, blood. I remember him, blood. But Tottenham done us a favour. I wasn't cheering no Tottenham goals. You get me? I can't speak for other Arsenal fans. I see the shit I saw on social media was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, it was disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, I don't give a shit. You should be ashamed of yourself, mate. Yeah.
I saw people mixing the Arsenal and Tottenham.
Bro, I was flabbergasted. Yeah, I nearly vomited on my fucking phone screen, bro. Yeah, I saw Arsenal with that Nando motherfucker half chicken on our crest. Yeah? Yes. Bro, man are sick in their head. Yeah? Man are sick in their head, blood. Yeah? Man are sick, bro. But they did us a favor. You get me? Tottenham 1, Man City 0. Harry Kane, 267 goals. Not one equivalating to a trophy win, a medal, anything, blood. You get me? Donny's just there with his golden boots. You get me? He might as well have a couple Cadbury's cream eggs, blood, because they look the same. You know what I'm saying? But Haaland, no show. Again, De Bruyne dropped. Foden has flu. Cancelo, gone. Sanctioned 100 times. 100. These men are holding a RICO charge. Yeah? I suggest these man find out who the gunner in the camp is first. Yeah? That's the first thing you do. Because there's going to be someone who is the weak link. So find out who gunner is in the camp and gave the Premier League the information. Yeah? Number 2, make sure you go to America and get one of the man them that bust case on a RICO charge. Because you need that lawyer. Yeah? 100 cases, bro. The most ever. 100 cases, yeah? Let me give you lot. Let me watch this now, yeah? Watch this now, yeah? Watch this, blood. Yeah? Man City charged by Premier League. Yeah? 50 charges from the Premier League, yeah? For alleged, by the way, for breaches of the Premier League rules. They've broken 50 Premier League rules, allegedly. Yeah? Then the manager remuneration, yeah? So in the contract, they have to disclose everything about the manager, yeah? The manager that is in question is Mancini, yeah? 8 alleged number of breaches of the Premier League rules for managers, yeah? 12 for the players, yeah?
Cool.
12, so, but they ain't said the players yet, yeah? 12 for the players. So I don't know if it's one player that's got all 12, if it's 2, 3, I don't know, yeah? They have 5 from UEFA, yeah? For the compliance with UEFA. There's 5 there, yeah? And then there's 25 for profitability and substantiability. Bro, Pep said a couple years back, if Man City were lying, he'd walk. When they bust that first case, he took a picture in front of Sky Sports with his people them and was like, yep, we bust case, rare, tear, boom. Nothing's going to happen now, but because of the sanctions as well. Yeah, so let me give you the sanctions as well, yeah, because the sanctions that they could get if they're found guilty, yeah? So if they're found guilty, the Independent Commission has the power to suspend a club from playing league matches, deduct points, recommend to the board that league matches be replayed, recommend to the board that the league expels the respondent club, order compensation, cancel or refuse registration of players, conditional punishment, I don't know what the punishment is, order clubs to pay the costs, and make such other order as it thinks fit. So,
Good. Are there any prems that could be taken away? Like, I'm just saying. Like, I don't ask. I'm just inquiring. Like, I'm not saying I want any of them prems, but like, but then like, that 13-14 one kind of hurt. Like, what? So
Man United are trying to get Mourinho the second place one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I'm pretty sure you man come second. I'm pretty sure 15-16, you man come second final day. You man come second final day, no? Remember when Spurs
Leicester won it.
Leicester won it.
Leicester won it.
Oh, damn. But what, do you know, I saw something as well, though, where I'm hearing that City can't bust case.
That's the interesting wrinkle.
Yeah,
so
they can't appeal to CAS.
They can't appeal the
there's
decision.
no appeal.
There's no appeal. So they can bust case, but they can't appeal it.
No. Like it says, Premier League statement confirms Manchester City have been charged with numerous breaches, and reports now that Man City will not be able to appeal any court or attribution.
That's what I'm saying. So if they were, so basically, if they bust it, they bust it. If they don't, then they're fucked.
Then they don't.
They are fucked. So like they gotta pull out. Remember all them lawyers they had when they was in Paris? They gotta pull out all of them. They gotta get the RICO lawyers. They gotta do bare madness, blood. And Chelsea are fine as well. Apparently Chelsea are in the clear.
Let's go.
They're in the clear. They're in the clear until
Chelsea in the clear now. They're in the clear now.
They're in the clear now.
Forever. We ain't making the same mistake twice. We're all good. Don't worry about our pockets. Worry about C's. We're fine.
Brother,
City's in problems though.
How can you say don't worry about your pockets when you just
we're ninth. You shouldn't be worrying about us. You shouldn't be worrying about us. You guys got bigger fish to fry. Real good.
This could have been me, fam. I could have been at the top without these guys getting sanctioned. I could have been up top. And only now we choose to fall off. Klopp's a dickhead, blood. I think dickheads. A lot of them. Sorry. I realised where I could have been.
Shame, innit?
No,
maybe if you guys be a top 4 side last season, we would have been fine. But Yeah.
Nah, cuz. One more year at the top. Could have just been one more year. That's idiots, man.
Hey, you might get
That's
given
true.
a league title back. It's not all bad.
I'm not. I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll take.
Nah, they can't.
They'll
I
probably
think
take it
they said
away,
that
but they
whatever
wouldn't
happens,
give
it happens. It's for the season they sanction them in.
Yeah, I think.
So I don't think they're
So
gonna
what
take
if they
league title.
sanction
It'll be
them
a
for
points
like
deduction.
last season? Won't the title go to Liverpool in that case?
I don't
No,
think they're doing it. I
no.
don't think they're gonna take any titles away.
So I-
okay. Yeah.
From what I understand, from the little that of
I
course,
mean,
the
if y'all,
information's
I
still
ain't
coming
come
out.
on.
From what I understand, so
I'm not
if
saying
it's a
I'm-
violation
I ain't
from like last
You're
year, or
so
whatever,
fucking.
I don't want no
This guy's
title.
so thirsty for another league title, blood.
It's not like it's going to be
Any
on 30 years or
excuse for
something.
trophy parades.
We'll get one someday, you know. Well, you know, not like I wait my whole life for a prem. You know, it's fine. It's cool.
Blood, man's
Yeah.
still waiting for Champions League.
I hear it.
You
it's
get
like,
me?
I hear it.
You get there. You get there.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
With all these scripts they're dropping, apparently we're winning it next year, blood.
Oh,
Have you seen these scripts that they're dropping? And everything's been right. So apparently it's us next year.
I'll ring up my good friend Bayern and make sure you draw them.
Yeah,
It's
get
fine.
that changed. Get that changed.
If Finn win it this year, because who's supposed to win it this year in the script?
PSG.
Us?
It's supposed to be PSG this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's supposed to be PSG this year. Then it's us. No, then it's United next year. Then it's
Oh,
us the
dear.
year
What?
after.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Wait, I've got to go for a United and Arsenal UCR. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
signing out.
apparently that's what the script says. The script
I
says
know
PSG, United, Arsenal. Because
United
everything
are
else has
champs.
been right. Everything else has been right. So if PSG win it this year,
Arsenal.
I am putting a fat bet on Arsenal to win it in 2 years, blood. I swear that I'm putting a bag down, blood.
Oh, man.
2025, you know, that's when I sign out of the YouTube game. Fuck that. I'm not here for that. I am not here for that. Go for a year of United doing up champions of Europe, then you lot. I'm good. I'm good.
I weren't doing YouTube when we won the. I weren't doing YouTube when we won the champs and the Prem. Do you know how much of a kick in the teeth that feels like? I started YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's peak, bro. I've only seen it technically in my YouTube era. I've only seen an FA Cup, a Capital One Cup, and the Charity Shield. That's
All
it.
I've seen is
Bro.
two. I've seen two YouTube. I've seen two FA Cups and a Community Shield.
I think I've seen everything except
What
the
year
Carabao
was
Cup.
was yours 2012 though, or 2011?
Start
Since
me?
YouTube, bro. Yeah, was yours
Who, me?
2013? Yeah.
Nah, mine was 2016.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
you were
won, like,
15, 16,
you won
weren't
two
you?
FA Cups then, no?
Yeah.
You won
Yeah.
three FA Cups.
Yeah, I said two FA Cups and two FA Cups and a Community Shield. No,
Oh,
two
yeah,
FA Cups and two Community Shields because we beat you and we beat and we beat
The
Chelsea.
Arsenal.
That Ainsley Maitland-Niles pen. Yuck.
Oh, so I've seen. Now 1 minute.
Haven't you seen
Nah,
three
two.
FA Cups?
Nah, two FA Cups.
When was the Ramsey comeback against Hull?
That was
That was
2014.
14.
14, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched
Technically,
that game.
I've seen 3 because my first YouTube appearance was 2015 FA Cup final when Alexis done the mad
Oh,
thing.
man.
Oh, yeah.
So
Actually,
3
yeah,
FA
'cause you were on Cheeky Sport for a little bit, weren't you?
Yeah. So you could say
Yeah,
3.
I remember that.
So yeah, I could say 3 still. Yeah, I
It's
could
an
say
extra
3.
one.
3 FA Cup.
Oh shit! You on Cheeky Sport before AFTV?
Yeah.
I did not know.
I wasn't ongoing on AFTV. I was like, whoa, blood. This is like, I'm all right, you know. I was like, I'll watch. I was like, I'm all right, you know. And then Joe was like, nah, go. And then, fucking hell, blood. The rest is history, fam. You get me?
Blown up.
Big up everyone, blood. You understand? Real talk, blood. I remember when I met Lewis, blood, this pussy, old fam.
Yeah, before the FA Cup final, we were doing previews in Wembley and that.
Yeah, the stadium, blood. This guy had the fucking nappiest head, blood.
And that fat ass afro,
This
bro.
guy had so fat. He looked, blood. This guy was looking. Hey, this guy was looking knocked out.
Carlton Banks
He had some fat Hitler
the
mustache. It
beard
was
that I
fat.
even collected, bro. I did
my
that
word,
blood.
back in them days. Yeesh.
Oh
I
my
was nowhere near around.
days!
I know in them years though, the high top was in. Like if you had the mad high top though, that was in. The high top.
Yeah,
shit
if
was
you like
rocking.
trimmed it, I just let that fucker grow.
Yeah.
for like
His
4
thing
months.
was just like, wow.
Just a
It
mess.
was mad. It was mad.
Never going back to that. Looked like lockdown
Oh,
settings, bro.
It was before. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Lewis was lockdown before lockdown, blood. It's mad.
Fucking hell.
Oh my days, blood. But fucking,
That's-
what Tottenham? Can they get top 4, blood? Because what they're like 1 point behind fucking Newcastle now. You know, Newcastle. They've kind of hit a brick wall, blood. Like, yeah, they're in the League Cup final, but in the league, couple draws recently, blood. You get me? Tottenham are just there going about their business quietly.
They've stopped firing. They've stopped scoring goals. Like I've even watched a few of their games. I actually think Newcastle do play some decent football. But like, Joe Linton's kind of stopped becoming a goal threat. Almiron's kind of dried up.
He's kind of quietened, isn't it?
Yeah, and then,
that's why they went in and got Anthony Gordon, 40 million.
He looked good when he come on though. I don't know if you man saw that.
No, I watched that game.
Cameo.
He did.
Yeah. He looked.
That was the prime time, right? Yeah, that was the prime time.
There was the tackle that my man made for them, but like when he put Wilson through on goal, I think that was probably the moment where they should have closed out the game. When Gordon plays the reverse pass for Callum Wilson. But apart from that, now they're almost becoming just the hardest team to beat rather than the team that's going for top 4 by getting their 3 points.
Whereas Tottenham, Son's hit form. Kane's got the record now. Kulusevski's back. Bentoncourt's back. Everything's starting to look a lot better for them. Like they brought in that Pedro Porro. Emerson Royal starting to put in performances. Chicken Royale, is actually he's left.
He's
good
yesterday.
I lie, man. Left Burger King, blood, and just said, "Yo, I'm gonna turn baller now, blood."
He turned into Maicon, and that he's rubbish. He's garbage.
Yeah, he's rubbish. He's shit, fam. He's piss poor. Bro, he's piss poor, bro. Mm?
So how? I don't get it. Like, I don't know, man.
It's crazy.
City didn't help
It's
themselves.
crazy where they're at.
In fact, no, he ain't Pep. No, it's Pepper Grains, bruv. It's Pepper Grains, bro. Because that
he looks stressed, blood.
That whole squad looks like a mess.
He looks rattled, bro.
It shouldn't have even been 1-0. Spurs deserve more goals the way they were playing.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, City were fucking piss poor, blood. Like, Romero was stupid to get sent off. You get me? But he's got that in his game. But then even when they went down to
anything,
but there was still like a little 10 minutes where you thought it was in the 80th. You thought, all right, City's gonna plus stoppage time. City might, you understand, spaces might open up. But even at like 10 men, they still couldn't like create nothing, blood.
The only reason why I thought they could do anything was because it was Tottenham. But even then, it was like, as soon as Tottenham get the ball and they're pushing forward, they've got hella space to deal with. Like, City in transition that game, they were fucking terrible. And, they were just unlucky it wasn't another goal. I saw Kane bursting in between 2-3 defenders, and then he's just lucky it's a deflection. Son's mazing through. Kulusevski's ripping Mahrez, and whoever the left-back is a new one on the right-hand side. That don't look like...
what's his name? Rico Henry. Lewis, sorry. Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah, but that don't look like the City of old at all.
Bro,
is that to do with Haaland? Because I've been saying for like most of the season, Haaland, he makes them more a threat, but the fluidity of their game, like the interchange, like obviously we go back to it. The wingers they had in previous years, Sterling and Sane when they was on crud. Now, like obviously they've got Mahrez who's levels.
That's it. It's the wingers. Like I don't think it's Haaland. Haaland was making the right moves and getting himself into space. You got the likes of Bernardo Silva, who's just refusing to pass. He had an absolute disaster class yesterday. Grealish, I thought was actually, to be fair, decent defensively, but you don't want your winger to only be good defensively. Going forwards, Emerson Royale just had him on toast the whole game. Haaland just had no service to me. And I get as soon as you cut out his service, you cut out the player, but that's not really Haaland's fault. Like, he's doing his job. It's the wingers.
I disagree. I feel like I put Haaland on.
You think it's Haaland?
Game. Shamelessly, I put Haaland on fraud watch in it. I put him on fraud watch, and whether this is instructions from Pep or this is just him, is obviously we'll never know that, innit? But I'm not gonna lie, Haaland made a plethora of runs where players should have definitely found him in transition. Like he made runs in between the lines where I'm thinking, right, there's no one trying to find him. But if you're not receiving the ball, where are the goals coming from? Like sometimes you have to force yourself in the game. And for me, there were times where Haaland was getting the ball and he'd shift it wide from outside the edge, from outside the box. And and I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but those are the moments for me where you need to rush the ball from outside the box if you need to. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but what is his game apart from goals?
But this like obviously he's not terrible. He's not Darwin Núñez on the ball. He has some sort of ability to release the ball and maybe beat someone on the half turn. But the way City are playing, like if it's a double-edged sword to have someone who's going to get you 40 goals a season. Because if you cut out the KDB, then you've already cut out half of his chances in the game. 3/4.
What Man United did.
You've already cut it out. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is why I said Pepper Grains is an idiot, because you don't start KDB. That's already
an idiot. You deserve no big.
75% of his chances gone. Mahrez don't cross the ball barely, so that's more.
Nah, he just cut inside. He's trying to whip that shot from Mahrez though. Fucking hell, mate! The technique on that, blood. Jesus, blood.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that when he went to the corner.
Ridiculous.
But he took him off.
Yeah. I was surprised.
Go on.
I was surprised he took off Mahrez because Grealish was doing stuff defensively, but when it was going forward, Mahrez was the one that was having the impact.
Literally. So this is why I said this guy's an idiot. How do you have Rico Lewis on the pivot with Rodri? Are you stupid? Are you skunked? When you have Gundogan on the bench and KDB on the bench, and then you put Bernardo Silva, who actually started the first 10 minutes getting the ball in the half turn, you dashed him out on the wing, and we didn't see him until he took his shot off and sat on the bench. Like, and then the one guy who's come the closest to scoring that hits the bar, you take him off. And then you put on KDB, who looked tired from the second he come on the pitch. Who are you saving KDB for? Leipzig? Aston Villa? Who are you saving him for? Who are you saving the man them for? Let me know.
Taking KDB.
I'm hearing people saying, yeah, Pep's going for the champs. Brother, you're not saving no one for Leipzig. Allow me, bro. Like,
Timo Werner and that.
It's that Pep got the drop and he was like, yo, tomorrow morning, you man are going to get bagged. Tomorrow morning, news drop, you're going to get bagged. So you might as well just give him the free. Fuck it. Go for the champs. You man are going to get bagged. That's what, this is, it must have been that, because that's some of the worst managing I've seen in a minute. Guy's lost his mind. I don't care if it's Tottenham. That looked like Liverpool versus flipping Burnley at Anfield. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me. Dwight McNeil twisting Trent a new one. John Barnes nodding it in flipping Ashley Barnes nodded it in last minute. Bro, I don't know, man. Rodri was awful. So many awful performances, man. I think Grealish tried, but these men there's no other goal scorers in the team. It's just Haaland. So if you cut out Haaland, City are no longer a threat because they don't have Sane.
It's Haaland and Mahrez.
Yeah, Haaland and Mahrez. Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes Pep just gives up. I don't know. But then again, did De Bruyne start in the game 1-4-2? Did he start in that game? He didn't, did he?
Nah, De Bruyne's on the bench.
He's been coming off the bench.
So I mean,
have you guys seen apparently Cancelo had an interview? Have you guys seen that?
No.
Yeah, he said he was talking about game time being the issue, but like from what I saw as well, he's had their 6th highest minutes in the whole squad, so that's just waffle. I think he just had a falling out with Pep.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, there's something with him and Pep.
Yeah, Cancelo said that. He said like he left because of game time issues, but he's one of the highest starters.
Yeah.
They just had a falling out. Like I remember, I think Jan was saying on my show yesterday that after what's his name, Ake scored against you lot last week. I think Guardiola said in the press conference that everyone's happy for him except one, and then you see the stuff with Cancelo afterwards. Like, I think something's been going on for a while with them personally. It just went to a head last week.
Yeah, because it's
Go on, Troopz. Go on.
Nah, go on.
No, I was saying, I just think that's why Rico Lewis is even getting an opportunity in the first team. When you're chasing the title, Pep ain't got time to be integrating no youngsters in the Premier League. You think he's integrating?
Yeah, because it's a weird one that he's letting.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's been brewing for a minute, and that's why whenever they asked him about what's going on with Cancelo, he'll go, I prefer to talk about Rico Lewis and how brilliant he has been. What? Shut up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The kid's been starting big games and all that, so yeah, you're right.
And Donny, he ain't Foden.
But-
He ain't. Yeah, go on. Sorry, go on.
Long may it continue, blood. I'm not gonna lie, because we just, you understand, if we fuck up, but it don't hurt us, blood. You get me? You get me? Obviously, it would have been more better to be 8 points clear, but I'll take 5 with a game in hand, blood. You get me? And we have to play them in our next 2 games. They're not looking the best. You feel me? So it's looking all right for Arsenal. You get me? Before we move on to the doom and gloom at Molyneux, you get me? We have to big up Paramount every time, blood. Yeah? Now, the UEFA Champions League on Paramount Plus is where you can watch Messi and Mbappe, the legendary showstoppers from the greatest World Cup final ever, together on the same team. The round of 16 kicks off on Valentine's Day. So if you, man, have a date, make sure that it's at a gastro bar that shows the game, blood. Yeah, because you're going to have to multitask, blood. Yeah, you're going to be like, yeah, can I get some calamari for the wife? And let me get Paramount Plus on the TV, blood. You get me? Obviously, that is when PSG take on German powerhouse Bayern Munich. Now, I don't really like Bayern Munich. I have PTSD from Bayern Munich. 10-2 on aggregate, blood is all we will say on that one. 10 times, man. But if you want to stream every UEFA Champions League match live exclusively on Paramount Plus from the round of 16 starting on Valentine's Day, February the 14th, all the way through to the final in June, Paramount Plus is your streaming home for the Champions League. Start your free trial at paramountplus.com/live sports. That's paramountplus.com/live sports. Now, how long will your team be on Paramount Plus? For how long, Monts, blood? How long will your team be on Paramount Plus, blood? You get me? Because after this year, blood, there will be no streaming for you, blood. You'll be streaming it, but you won't be streaming your team, blood. You'll be watching me.
Are gonna be wide open, Monts.
You understand? You're gonna hear the Champions League. You're gonna hear. You'll be lucky to hear that, blood. Yeah, I don't even know what the Conference League song is. I don't even know what that song is, blood. Yeah, I don't even know, blood. You get me? Yeah, you had your fun. Wait, yeah, you go quiet now, blood, innit, blood. Yeah, you let the wolves come and nyam your blood clot. Man, nyam you like hard food, blood. Like ackee and saltfish and green banana in the morning. Yeah, like cornmeal porridge in the morning. Wolverhampton 3, Liverpool 0. Man, yo, your defense is shit.
Joel Matip.
Joel Matip in the room. Who's worse, blood? Matip or Gomez, blood?
People tried to tell me that Matip last season. People were saying Matip is almost world class.
Hey, they tried to tell me Matip is the. Hey, Monts.
Matip has had a drop off in the last year as well. I used to hear him in Thiago Silva conversation.
I lie, bro. You put him with fucking Ben Mee and them man there now. Not even Ben Mee. Ben Mee's a badder man. You understand? What's going on at your club, blood? Is it like I lie? Is it every man for themselves? Like, there's no.
Well,
you see your team, yeah. I would not want to be in a brawl with your team, blood, because bear them just run where and leave, man. Just leave, man. There, I feel sorry for Alisson, blood. He's just there. Beer corn. He's just everywhere. He's just there. You understand? Like
that guy was running into midfield. He was so sick of it.
I like man turned into prime Neuer. Midfield. Man started pushing up, blood. You understand? Trent. Yo, man, for cut them dreads, you know, dog. Yeah? Rasta Mouse. I told you about Rasta Mouse, you know. Wham to Rasta Mouse, blood, yeah? Robertson. Andy Robertson, blood. Yeah? Man tried to flip and compare him to Ashley Cole, blood. Yeah. Yeah, Fabinho. Man are bringing on Milner, 3-0 down. Is that you? Is that you, man, yeah? Milner, 3-0 down. Yeah, big 2023. Oxlade-Chamberlain substitution. Is that you, man? What, Klopp out?
No.
I had to think about that too.
No.
I see you asking questions on Twitter. Are you man still Klopp in?
Yeah. Listen. Here's where. Do you want to know my honest answer? I knew this question was coming. Before I talk about the shambles of a club that I support, yeah. Jurgen Klopp or Norbert. I don't want to call him Klopp anymore. His name's Norbert. Yeah. I'm not Klopp out. However, I do think it's time for him to walk. Now, there's two different things. I think he should walk because I don't want it to get any worse for him from a dignity standpoint. On a dignity thing. I just don't want my man to go outside. Because obviously there's all this talk about new owners coming in. If that don't happen, Klopp's just going to be stuck in the same old shit he's been in this season anyway. So for me, do yourself a favor and walk out of the car crash while you can. This is it now. Because from what I saw against Wolves, the downing of tools is what I saw. Man, them aren't doing the basics. They don't care anymore. These man don't give a dash. Not everyone. I'm not going to say all 11 players on the pitch, but I saw
care?
a bag of man that don't.
Let's name them.
I lie. I want names, bro. Who don't care?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go into it, but just to confirm, I'm not Klopp out. Do I want him to sort it out? Yes, but I'm not sure if I see it at the moment. I think anyone who's Klopp out is more logic, and the people that are Klopp in is more emotional. And a lot of Liverpool fans don't want to hear that. But there's more logic to have him out than to have him in at this current moment in time. But understandable, there's that emotional connection because he's brought everyone, he's turned them from doubters to believers, as people like to say. But in terms of the down in the tools and
your club was fucking a joke before he came. Man had fucking Ricky Lambert up top.
Yeah, literally. So, there are fans that want to give him the chance to turn the ship around. But for me, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure at that moment in time. I'm in the middle. But if we're talking that game against Wolves, you see Cardi G, Ice Spice, that Uka playing centre back. I'm done with him. I'm finished. I'm tired of you see Joe Matic, Joe Q-Tip, that dirty toothpick. I'm tired. No, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired, fam. Because what I saw, bro, I'm so sorry, man. I've stopped doing the basics. That first goal, Donny's going for a fade, fam. He's running up for a fade, bro. What was he doing? Donny went and then he stopped and then he goes and scores his annual own goal. And Joe Gomez, bro. Joe Gomez he's lost his name. You lot, any names you want. I'm not protecting him no more. Selena Gomez, Cardi G, Ice Spice, whatever you want to call him.
Joe Gomez.
Joe Gomez, anything. I'm tired of it. And then you got Trent. Trent not even that bad. But I'm tired. 3/4 of our back line is Hooters FC. Liverpool's back. We are not Liverpool. We are Hooters FC. Hey guys, can I get you something to eat? Hey guys, can I get you guys a goal? Anything you need, we got it here. You want to score a hat trick? You got it. Like
got them naked boneless wings.
Literally, if you ain't, Wolves have scored 25% of their goals against Liverpool. We are Platinum Lace FC, Hooters FC. You want to get a double dance? You want to get a double dance off Gomez?
These men are handing out foursomes for standard, blood.
Listen, it's a joke, bro. It's a joke. I'm tired of joke. How can Joe Gomez be putting in these performances and still be starting for Liverpool?
Who do you put in ahead of him?
Nat Phillips. Put me ahead of him. Troopz, you got a pair of shin pads?
Yeah,
blood. You got a pair of shin pads? Bro, I'm not hearing it no more.
I ain't putting that red on, though.
Sell him. Sell him today. Sell him today. I'm tired of what I've seen. I don't care if there's a black cloud over Liverpool right now. I'm tired of it. To be playing like this week in, week out, you are no longer doing the basics. Certain man don't care. I'm tired of it.
Name names.
Mo Salah, fam.
Mo Salah.
Mo Salah.
New
What we saying?
contract.
Mo Aubameyang.
Walking around.
Unnecessary, man.
He's another one. He's another one. It's a funny, but that's neither here nor
He's
there.
bad, but not as bad as Aubameyang. Aubameyang had like barely any GA. At least Salah got the second most GA in all comps out of all the wingers.
Hey, that's Mount and Havertz tax, but it is what it is. It's what it is.
Listen, all I'm saying is right now, yo, Jurgen, you're walking a fine line, brother. Walking a fine line. Gakpo.
Yeah, I was going to say the Dutch quagmire.
The Dutch Sancho. The Dutch
Bro,
Sancho.
he's nearly hit,
Magnum
bro.
Tipper.
One more game on this 007 settings, bro. We're about to pull that new back. Just put a new face on it. We're about to put a new face on it, blood. You know, Man United fans are probably thanking Liverpool for taking that.
They are
fucking
waiting
idiot.
for that game.
You see that picture of Troopz that keeps going up every time Sancho drops a stinker? That's going to be Sancho. They're going to see Gakpo highlights versus flipping. Who have we got next? Gakpo highlights versus Everton. I'm going to see Troopz there.
You got Everton next.
Where have you got Everton?
Huh?
Where I know what pick. Where
It's
you got
the
Everton?
Merseyside derby? Holy shit.
It's at Anfield.
Oh, you're right.
No,
It might be a draw.
We're not all right.
Might be a draw.
Yeah, if we're
I don't
lucky.
even know
Might
what
be a
these
draw.
I'm going to see Gakpo highlights versus Everton, and I'm going to see pictures of Troopz, fam. That's
You're
what
never
it's
gonna
going to
see me,
be,
blood.
bro. You're gonna, bro, like, bro, it's mad. Sorry,
They're gonna
I'm
show
dying.
you Craig. You know what they're gonna show you. They're gonna show you Quagmire coming out of his house going giggity giggity go.
Yeah.
Dick in the fist, fam.
That's what you're
Bro,
gonna see, blood.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Any other manager starts off the year like this, you're done. You're done. Like, obviously, Klopp's got that money in the bank. But apart from that, he's being out-tacticked by every manager he's facing. The Zerbi.
He's not
Do you know
even
what I mean?
answering questions
Right.
from journalists now. He's actually
Bro,
fully rattled. His head is gone.
No, man. James Pearce, he's like, I don't want to chat to you, brother. Anyone
Yeah,
else
he
can
said,
ask
yo,
questions.
you asked me his question.
Yeah, that's a vial. That's the biggest vial. But he's lost his mind. Well, how do you make Thiago Alcantara look shit? You have to be a different type of shit to make Thiago Alcantara stop completing passes. Honestly, honest to God.
Yeah, it is bad.
Navigator. What? I'm fitting banana foot? What? Nah, fam. I want him out. Take
He's
him
got
out.
a fake passport, blood. They lied about Donny's age. He's one of them, man. You see all them man that Eto kick out of Cameroon, blood. If he ever went to Keita's country, blood, Keita would have got kicked out.
And then there's Nunes.
Yeah, Mr.
Still
Noodles.
But
Mr.
hey,
Super
at least he
Noodles.
hit the target today, right? At least he hit the target that time for that miss,
Bro,
right?
he had a couple good opportunities, bro. Like that ball that Trent put through for him
Yeah.
on a
Right.
bro.
1-1.
He is piss poor.
Like,
You have
like-
bought
no, but he hit
two.
the target this time.
You know what? You have bought two of the shittest players in Europe,
Like,
in Gakpo
Honestly.
and Nunes.
and this is why I said I'm on Klopp and why I'm tired of the protection he's
Man
getting.
has Andy Carroll and fucking Quagmire
Drama,
up top. What is going
the
on?
right Stuart Downing. Because this is why I'm on Klopp. Because certain man are saying
Downing was
it's
better.
It's FSG. Yes, we know it's FSG. It's getting boring now. Yes, it's FSG, but this time they gave him the keys. And he said, no, I don't want a midfielder. Let's go get Nunes. Because I liked what I saw. And then, cool, he come out at the end of the window and said, I apologize. I should have grabbed a midfielder. So rather than learn from your mistakes, you go buy another attacker in Jan. And still don't get a midfielder. I saw Man United lose Ericsson and get Sabitzer in 8 hours. I saw you, man, go get rid of Sambi and you go bought in Jorginho. Bought in Jorginho in 12 hours. So would you lot have got midfielders in the same amount of midfielders?
You can even go to Trossard and say we thought we had Mudryk, lost Mudryk. Wow, when I got Trossard.
When I got the second option. This is what I'm saying. You lot have gone.
I mean, you guys are interested in Mount. 1 year left on his contract in the summer, bro. Come on, man.
Mason Minerals Mount.
Yeah, have a bit of minerals, bro. Your team's lacking in that.
One centre mid.
Let's have it right.
In 9 windows. One centre midfielder
dragging Johnny
in 9 windows. 9 windows. 9 transfer windows. I say it one more time. 9. So what are we doing? But I've got my manager saying, yes, well, I'm even going to do his fucking accent. I'm not even going to do it because people are going to get onto me. He's saying that when the players are fit, that's going to be when we push for top 4.
When's Jota and Diaz back?
Excuse me? Jota's back in 2 weeks. But I ain't even trying to hear that. Diaz he ain't even back in training, bro. Diaz looking like another.
So you ain't getting no fucking top 4, blood. What's he talking about? Next season?
Bro, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's lost his mind, bro.
What's your target from now?
Target?
Mm-hmm. What's
I'm
your
on
target?
40-point gang. You already know what it is.
The target is... how do you set targets? How do you set targets after seeing performances? We haven't won a game this year. We haven't won a game in the Prem this year.
Yeah, that's another thing I was going to say. You know you have conceded the same amount of goals as Everton as well.
If there was a league table from the start of the 2020, we'd be bottom. 20th place. And these are the same man from Quad. Jurgen Quad. I said that to you when I met you. Jurgen Quad. I said Jurgen Quad to your face. And now
where's
I
that
am
gone
here.
now, blood?
Now I'm quadless. Quadless like Octave Chamberlain's quads. Quadless. I don't get it. Like this man has played Harvey Elliott left wing. Played him left wing. I'm tired. I'm just end the stream. End it all. End the stream. Just. When will it end? When will it end? When will it end, fam? I don't even know anymore. I'm tired. I'm going into games thinking I've got to go watch Liverpool this weekend. I'm sounding like a broken record. It's peak. I'm not even walking out of houses no more. I'm just sitting there. I'm tired.
I'm tired, Robbie.
I have to. When you man, my joy is when you lot are losing and you lot are drawing. That's my joy. That's my thing. I'm done with these man, fam.
He said that with chest.
Huh?
He said that with chest. That's my thing.
Now
you know what your thing. Your thing's 10th, blood. That's your thing.
Bro,
your thing's 10th.
If I won 3 of my 4 games that we played in the league, we'd be in the top 4 with 2 games in hand. Take it in.
But you're not.
Yeah, we're in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the mud. Klopp, save yourself. I'm not Klopp out, but I'm Klopp, save yourself. Know what I'm saying? But Lewis, you're only you though.
Yeah, because you're only 1 point. Nah, pull out the notes, blood. You're only 1 point behind Lewis, blood. You understand? He's sitting there.
Gone up to 9th. Let's go.
He's moved up 1 place this week. You understand? Chelsea 0. Who the fuck did you man play? Fulham. Yeah, Fulham 0. Fulham beat you in the obviously previous game at Cottage. You then went and spent 365 million in a window to score 0 goals against them and come out with a draw. And your £95 million signing was substituted at half time. Fofana looks like a young Lukaku. Enzo looked all right in moments. And what is going on with Chelsea? Jorginho leaves your club and there is nothing in your midfield. How do you feel firstly, about Jorginho being sold, because you are like the Johnny Minerals of the Jorginho fan club.
I can admit when he plays badly. There's a difference. But yeah, selling Jorginho, I don't rate it. I really don't rate it. I've said like it helps you guys out with depth, and I think he's good for you guys to come on in winning positions. I didn't really think bringing him on against Everton was the right move, but it was probably a bit understandable seeing the circumstances. But yeah, I'm not really with giving you guys Jorginho because I think him as a rotation role is the best role for him. And I think you guys are going to see that more as the weeks continue to go. And also, we sold Jorginho just so we could have... working. Bear with me. Even the camera's shit.
Look, man said Enzo, Gallagher, and the midfield, and the camera said, "Nah, fuck this, I'm cutting out."
Like, no, even the camera don't want this.
The camera said,
"How
nah,
dare you? How dare you? How dare you list that midfield? How dare you, Lewis? How dare you?"
How can they Lewis, put Enzo with Mount and Gallagher? Like Mount, all right, I'll allow it. He's a bum right now, but Gallagher.
I think it was because of injuries, to be honest. But same way, you could have just played one or the other. You played the two; they're the exact same thing. So I don't, and both of them are our problem. So I don't get that. Lewis,
who's the bigger problem?
Mount or
Mount. Gallagher has only been here for 1 year, so you know what? Like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
So what? Mount's been holding you back for several years.
Issue than Gallagher is.
Gallagher is lame. He is lame.
And what's Mason Mount? He's worse.
No,
that guy's been
Gallagher
playing for 4 seasons.
Peaks, bro. He is rubbish.
Yeah, no, it's trash versus garbage, but like let's say stinkier garbage over fresher garbage. I'll take the fresh garbage.
No, Gallagher's knackered, fam. I'm sorry, Gallagher's knackered.
Yeah, but so is Mount. Everything you say to Gallagher, you can say to Mount. But you expect more from Mount.
Does Mount deserve the hate he's getting right now? Like, I don't know if there's a more hated player on Twitter right now than Mason Mount. I think he's gone past every player, blood. Like, the only man defending him right now is Minerals.
Yeah, because Johnny will never ever criticize Mount. It is what it is. I've learned to accept that. But personally, for me with Mount, like, this guy is asking for 200 to 250k a week while he's playing the worst form of his life. He's being viewed at and treated like he's the face of the football club. What the fuck happened? Yo, am I still here?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. But yeah, he's seen as the face of the club, right? In spite of the fact that he constantly has these poor performances week in and week out, constantly gets given start after start in spite of bad performances. And again, we go back to it, 200 to 250k a week. You are trying to negotiate that in this form. Have we seen how many players who you say are playing for a contract, but at the very least they perform?
We had it with Walker
because they're trying to get the Yeah, but he would perform for the contract.
Yeah, but he would go and smoke, and then he'd go
Look
down
what
again.
Doing. Yep. Look what Mount's doing.
He's playing piss poor. He looks like he's playing for a move, like he don't want to be there.
Right, and you see why he's getting all this criticism, because like 200 to 2, you want Reece James's wages, and you're playing like that. Are you taking the piss? Like, I'll be real.
200 bags for clapping the fans, but that's all he does.
Abuse. What was that?
He wants 200 bags.
200 bags for clapping the fans.
Clapping the fans and work.
That's all he does, blood. All he does is he gets substituted, comes back on, and he's like,
he's proper.
And you know what the worst part is?
And Minerals
It's the
like he's proper
bias that helps towards that as well. Because like, you know, Jorginho, for example, Jorginho will have a bad game and he'll get booed off. Cucurella had a bad game against Fulham yesterday, and they were celebrating his substitution. Whenever Mount comes off,
yeah, I can't lie. Every time Cucurella, they were applauding Willian when he was bunning up Cucurella.
Yeah, that was so fat.
Willian ran rings around us as well.
I was cracking up.
Did you watch the game? He was the best.
That second half, he was looking like Willian of 10 years.
You see why I hate him now? You see why? He literally came to try and fuck us over.
He's saying he was not. You weren't that
Willian
for
that 6 month spell at Arsenal. Fucking hell, man.
Fucking piece of shit.
But Lewis, obviously, like, I've been
Yeah,
asked by the higher up.
Mott's had some notes for you, apparently.
I've got some notes.
Bring the notes. Let's talk.
I've written up a few things. Obviously, you don't have to answer wholeheartedly, but I still need some sort of answer just so I can forward this to whoever I need to forward this to. So can I just get that consent from you, please? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm ready. Any and all questions. Let's go.
Absolutely brilliant. So glad you comply with this. Honestly, this means a lot. Thank you. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was 2 episodes ago. I think it was 194 on Back Again at about 1 o'clock UK time. US time, I believe it was about 8:35 in the morning. I asked you about the Ukrainian Pulisic. His name goes by the name of Midrick, not Midrick anymore. And I told you specifically that not to get too excited, simply because anyone will look good against a 37-year-old James Milner. Anyone will look electric. I said there is a wide plethora of wingers. I said there's a wide plethora of wingers in the Premier League who are far and can dribble. Yeah? Are we cool with that? So all I wanted was you lot to just calm down, and that it's not that hard to rip Liverpool. Everyone is ripping Liverpool. Mitoma's ripping Liverpool. You see what Adama went and got his first there we go. So when I tried to tell you that this guy isn't as good as you think he is, they laughed at me. They heckled me. They said I got side eyes. Yeah. And all of a sudden, you play someone half decent in Fulham and he gets hooked at half time. Now, can I get an answer from you as to why you think that's happened? Was it the 37-year-old James Milner effect that made you guys think he's so much better than he is? Or the fact that no attacker has been able to beat a player since, I don't know, Eden Hazard? Let me know. I'm here. I've got the notes.
That was Mudrik's first start since November. So I put it down to match sharpness. So I only played. But he was very sharp against Liverpool, no? But he was sharp against Liverpool. He came off the bench against tired legs. I wouldn't be too surprised. It was his first start since November. So see how he is against West Ham. You'll probably see him play about at least 75, maybe the full 90. But that first game, and also, by the way, he had that idiot Mason Mount who decided, right, I'm going to be the left winger for today, and you can go back into centre mid. So what's he running into? And the one time that he did make a run in a good position, the ball was at who? Mason Mount. And what did he do? Overhit it. Typical. So Mudryk is the last person I'm going at for that performance. I don't think he did anything too wrong. If anything, we didn't give him the ball enough. He had the second least touches on the pitch other than Kepa.
Okay, I'm going to take that as Mudryk, 95 million, can't figure out whether he needs to be in this position or not. Good, great. Now, I think that next question I just wanted to go with is something quite peculiar. His name goes by the name of Enzo Fernandez. Of course, when you break the Premier League price, when you break the record for the most expensive player to ever grace the Premier League, obviously, I don't expect him to go and score a hat-trick. He's a centre mid. I don't expect him to pull up crazy trees, but gave away a few passes that were quite simple and led to a few counter-attacks. And where Fulham were a bit more clinical,
he probably would have ended up on times as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paulinho looks...
That's what happens when you got a midfield of Enzo Fernandez and 2 road runners who don't know how to position themselves. But yeah.
Right. So going forward, just going forward, with Enzo Fernandez, do you think he looks like a man who's 105 million M's, or would you say you overpaid for him just because you've got the money to do it? Which one do you think it is, my friend?
I think it's way too early to judge that. From what I saw in the game on Friday, I thought Enzo played well, in spite of the circumstance and the players that were around him.
Well,
did his job
better than what
defensively.
you've seen.
Well, I mean, if we played him a bit further forward, you would have seen a much wider range of his talents. He was sitting deep as a 6. His job was just to recycle possession and to block transitions. And yeah, they got past him 1 or 2 times, fair enough. But I think for the most part, he did his job. Again, if we had a better midfield around Enzo, you'd probably see a much better performance. But you put him next to Mount and Gallagher, it's like you're asking him to fail. To be honest, with the players that we had around him, I thought Enzo did pretty well for his debut. He could have easily stunk out the pitch.
So I'm going to take that answer as you bought an 8 for 109 mil.
and then we sold
Decided
our
to
only
play
six
him
to
as a
Arsenal, and then we decided to play Mount and Gallagher instead.
Right.
Because again,
Great.
why sell
But-
Jorginho our only 6 when everybody else is injured? That's a smart move, isn't it?
This is where I called my lawyers, and no, it's fine. I don't need the lawyers now. Like, this is where I called my lawyers, and they've said they've got footage of you saying that Potter, it's fine, we're with you. But if Potter's made the decision to sell your 6 and then put an 8 in the 6, who's the most expensive player in the
I
Prem,
think it was more
isn't
the
that
boards
poor
because it was a financial move. No, it was more the boards because it was either sell him now for 12 million or let him go for free. And that's the only reason why I get it. Financial, like you're making something out of it as opposed to nothing.
Great,
But
great.
it still
Well, that
screws
is
us in the short term. We have a bunch of midfield injuries and we sold our only 6.
right. So
What's
okay,
going on with
thank you,
Abba?
Lewis. I have one last thing. So just one last question. Spending 350 million, 25 over 300 million to draw
363 million.
363 million. Thank you, Troopz. Just to draw with Fulham. Good enough or not good enough?
I mean, we lost the last game, so there's progress. There's progress being made. I think as soon as we get rid of the 4 bums up top, yeah, maybe. So I'd say in the middle. I can't really answer that one.
Thank you so much. I'm going to forward this on. This means a lot to me. Honestly, I really needed to get these over to the higher ups. Again, I'm going to see you guys. I'm just going to go.
No worries. Give me my
fax this
YouTube
over.
channel.
And yeah, I will do. I'll tell them to subscribe as well, guys. Guys, I'll see you later, guys. Thank you.
My guy.
Yes, guys.
So what was that about Abba?
This guy is bit.
What's going on with Abba? He's been dropped from the Champions League squad.
He's not watching your games
He's-
anymore.
he's-
He's out
he's
in
not-
Milan.
He's in Milan. He's doing shopping trips.
I don't know. I just think Potter don't rate him at this point, and it's whatever. Like, I get if you
Has
want
he
to
been
look
given
at
a
your
chance?
I don't think so. And I think when he has, he's been let down by other players around him. Like, I think Oba is really hated by a big portion of our fan base, and I don't really get why, because the problem is clearly not Aubameyang. You could complain, yeah, he doesn't do enough off the ball. He don't press. He don't really offer you anything else other than finishing. Fine. All we brought him in to do was to finish. It's not our fault that we have Mason Mount who overhits everything, Kai Havertz who has tunnel vision, and the rest of our midfield who overplays passes. That's not Aubameyang's fault. Aubameyang gets in the right positions. Like I've been saying, personally, I think we beat Arsenal in November if Kai Havertz literally just finds Aubameyang in the first 15 minutes because we did our job defensively. So this is why, to me, like, Aubameyang is just a victim of circumstance. Came in for Tuchel got sacked like 2 days afterwards, and Potter don't really view him in his plans. And I'd understand that if our other options were good enough. Kai Havertz is one of the worst number 9s I've ever seen play for Chelsea, yet we consistently try and play him in that position. Fofana doesn't get given a fair opportunity. If it was Fofana over Oba and Havertz, I'd say, okay, Fofana's a long-term option. Let's see what he can give me. It's better than Kai Havertz, and Oba's not going to be here for that long anyway. But I don't know if something's happened behind the scenes or anything, if it's similar to the fallout of Arteta or not. I don't really know, but from the looks of it, Potter's just come in. He tried Oba for a few weeks and then just gave up with it and decided he wanted Havertz up top instead. So, yeah, it's just another flop number 9, personally. But I don't really hold Oba accountable for that too much. He hasn't really been a flop for me. He hasn't flopped on the pitch. He's just not been given anything to work with.
I got some breaking news. Sky Sports notification. Jesse March has been sacked by Leeds. Jesse March has been sacked.
And they play United in a few days. Oh, dear.
They play United on Wednesday. They play United back to back. They got them Wednesday, then they got them Sunday. They just brought in Weston McKennie. That was probably down to him. He's had him at fucking Salzburg. Yeah, and now he's gone, mate. They have sacked. He was trying to build up his little MLS side, but the MLS side no longer exists, blood. Jesse March has been sacked by Leeds United people. Mad thing, blood. You get me? We're just going to breeze through the rest of the results, people, then. Man United 2, Crystal Palace 1. Major talking point. Casemiro. For me, it's a red card. You get me? Like, it's it's not as bad as it looks. Like I've seen it again. I've seen hella angles. Him wearing gloves kind of makes it worse. It looks more aggressive, like, you get me? Like, look, it looks like Undertaker's grab, man. And he's about to just, you remember he used to pick up man like that, and then he just dashes it, boom. It looked like something like that was going to happen, blood. He was about to dash Will Hughes into the fucking Stretford End, blood. You get me? But you lot agree with the red card?
Yeah, you just can't. You can't be grabbing people by the necks, whether
I didn't think it was a red
pressure or not.
But when you're putting your hands on a man's neck, like,
you can't put both hands.
Every week you're gonna see.
The way you look at him, he's not being aggressive. I feel like he's trying to pull him away from the situation. But it's like you just grab the guy.
Put your hands on his chest. So push him on his chest, not his neck.
It's the angle they showed the ref, innit?
Ain't that meant to be like violent conduct or something? And I don't think he was doing it.
I don't think it's a 3-game ban. I think it should just be a 1-game ban. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm here for
I think that would be a good compromise. I thought it was a bit of a harsh red, personally.
The Bruno penalty, handball from Will Hughes. You agree with the VAR decision on that one? I agree because his hand is high. Like I know it does hit him. I know it hits him and then hits his hand, but his hand is in an unnatural position. You understand? That's not a natural position. You get me? You get me? You haven't seen a bad bee in the crowd and you're like, yo, babe. You get me? There's a ball coming in and you've tried a thing, blood, innit? You've tried a thing and it backfired on your Clark, blood. You get me? But United are looking good. Let's have it right. Like, you get me? Like, they are looking good. Like, it was only after Casemiro got sent off that Palace started to come more into the game because they were comfortable.
No Zaha. There was no Zaha there.
Yeah, Zaha was in fucking Tesco doing his weekly shop, mate. I saw that picture on Twitter. You understand?
Okay,
but
about Mateta and that was starting, bro. Mateta up, not Mateta, sorry. Edward. That
Edward.
Crystal Palace shocking.
But Palace should be all right. United, they're pushing on. You get me? They're trying to run down City because they ain't running down us, blood. You get me? They ain't running on us, mate. Other results: Leeds 0, Brentford 0. That's the result. No, whoa. That's the wrong one.
No, wait, Brentford won.
Yeah, I went to the that's the wrong week.
No, week before.
I went to the week before, blood. Where's the lead? There it is. Nottingham Forest 1, Leeds 0. That's the result. I got it. Jesse Marsh sacked. What a goal from Brennan. My mum told me that he's actually Jamaican. His father is Jamaican. I never knew that. So big up him, damn blood clot self. My chargy, your Zimmy. So big up your damn. But what a finish, bro. He's really hit form. Like him and Gibbs White, they really have a partnership going on up there. And I really do think that Nottingham Forest will survive, blood. It's a rocking atmosphere. It's very hostile when you go there, but it's a tough ground to go to, the City ground. You get me? But Leeds.
Yeah, we both know.
Both know, blood. You too. You get me? We know from the cup. You understand? That was time ago. Hopefully we slap them this shit. Inshallah. Yeah, blood. Fucking bullshit, blood. But Leeds losing again. Their form is a bit up, down. No fucking stability. No fucking nothing, blood. Do you think Leeds will go down?
Nah.
Depends on who they bring in.
Who they get, yeah.
Who do they bring in though? Because Dyche is gone. They're currently 7.
I'm not far true this is, but I saw Bielsa. They're throwing Bielsa's name around.
They said it's unlikely. They said it's unlikely Bielsa will come back.
Yeah, I can't see Bielsa going back, blood. They're currently 8th. They're currently 17th. 11 on points with Everton. Obviously, Everton with Dyche in charge, they're probably gonna kick on now.
He's turned it down. He said he looks at different things.
I think Leeds are going down.
You think West Ham will pick up form? Yeah, I don't see West Ham getting any worse.
Yeah. I see Everton going up, and then I see Leeds dropping in. So Southampton are gone, Bournemouth are gone, and that's both Southampton and Bournemouth are from the same area of England. So that's just two sides from the same. Yeah, that's two sides from the same area. I don't know what area that's actually called. Like if it's like like you got Suffolk and Yorkshire and all that. I don't know what that part is called, blood. You get me? Because I know that Brighton is East Sussex or is it West Sussex? I know it's Sussex, West or something like that. But I don't know what that area is. It might be West, innit?
I think so.
I think it's West Sussex, blood. But Leeds are in trouble, boys. You get me? I think they're going down, blood. I'm not going to lie. I think they're going down. Even if they kept March, I think they would have gone down. I think they were lucky to stay up last year. You get me? I think
Yeah, they
last year.
just snuck down the last day, innit? So it was a late winner too.
Yeah. Rafinha. He saved their Clark, blood. You get me? Brighton 1, Bournemouth 0. Matoma again. This guy, blood, like he just can't stop scoring, blood. Whether it's left foot, right foot, he's got a header. He's got a header now, blood. You get me? Brighton, they're doing great things since Potter's left. They've kicked on, unlike Chelsea. Brentford 3, Southampton 0. Some great goals in this game, blood. That goal from
Brentford are on a bit of a winning run, aren't they?
Yeah, blood. It's going to be a tough game against them next week, blood. You get me? That Ben Mee header, that was a fucking bullet, blood. Like, that was a real Burnley header there, blood.
Concussion.
Yeah, blood. That was a real Burnley header, blood. I'm not going to lie. Aston Villa 2, Leicester 4. I'm a bit surprised at this one. Like, Emery's gone in there. He's got the ball rolling. Leicester have been kind of up and down. But watching Aston Villa just gives me PTSD. I remember the equalising goal, the first equalising goal from Leicester when they tried to play out the back. The amount of times I saw that for us when we had Emery.
The Granit Xhaka
we could not play out the back for shit, blood. You get me? It's going to take Aston Villa a little while for them to adapt into that philosophy and that style. You get me? Newcastle 1, West Ham 1. Touched on it a little bit earlier. Newcastle taking the lead. First goal got disallowed. That was a finish from fucking Willock, though, blood. The one that got disallowed. And then literally 11 seconds later, Callum Wilson with a lovely finish. Paqueta getting himself a goal and nearly fucking broke his leg, blood, like with that fucking unstable fucking landing after that flip, blood. When I see him flip, I see him landing all side. I was like, whoa, blood. You're lucky there, mate. You're not Nanny, blood. You understand? Nanny used to do it for standard, bro. You get me?
Words.
We have one midweek game this week. Man United taking on Leeds. Let me just get the quick predictions on that one.
Is that Wednesday or Tuesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
I think
I'm going to go 1-1. I think that little new manager bounce might come back to haunt United still.
What? At OT?
I know, like, it's probably still be a United win and everything, but I thought the same thing for you lot. I thought, like, Sean Dyche should be a bit of a problem, but I thought you'd get something and nick it later on. Turns out, like, anything can happen. So I'm gonna say a draw.
I'm gonna go for a United win. I think if it was at Leeds at Ellen Road, I think it would be a lot more difficult. I think the fans would have been all together. They would have made it. Ellen Road's a little hostile environment already, and when there's togetherness, it's even more hostile. I think United 3-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1.
United 1-0.
Clean sheet.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Bamford's back. I think Bamford will get a goal. I believe. I'm gonna say 2-1 United, but not like a close 2-1, like a Palace 2-1, like with the game at Palace. I think they'll probably go 2 goals up, maybe concede, and then they just see the game out. Fernandes,
and that's it. Fernandes,
because quietly he's been better than KDB. No one wants to talk about it though.
Nah, KDB ain't done nothing this season, blood. Let's have it right. He's been piss poor. But that is the end of the episode, people. Episode 203, wrapped up like a Zubi, blood. Shout out Zah, shout out Monts, shout out Lewis. Links will be in the bio. You lot already know. Hit them links. Jetski, big at your damn self. Vinny, Matt, you done know the vibe already. And like I say, at the end of every episode, blood, stay safe and wash them fucking hands, rude boy.